Hi, Chad. Well. Man, that's just crazy.
Crazy.
I was crazy once.
They locked me in a room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with rats.
The rats ate my chocolate.
That's a crazy statement. I don't think I want your chocolate anymore.
They can eat the dark chocolate or the fudge. I'm probably not going to use either of them. Well, and that kind of signs up how I've been doing, actually. For the starting segment, how I've been doing. I have like 100 bars of homemade chocolate in our garage refrigerator. I don't know what to
How
do
do
with
your
them.
How do your parents feel about that?
They honestly don't really care. I also don't even know if they notice because I always clean up after myself in the kitchen. So like the kitchen
Mhm.
before I cook, or not really cook, before I make chocolate and after I make chocolate looks the exact same. Like the exact same.
Oh.
Sometimes slightly cleaner because I always wash down the counter and then get all my stuff
Mhm.
ready, and then when I'm done I'll wash down the counter again, and I'll always like clean and put away the dishes that I used. But I won't clean and put away the dishes that other people used. That's not my problem.
That's not my.
I cleaned and put away the dishes that I used making chocolate. So I guess it looks slightly cleaner after I'm done because I washed down the counter.
Mm.
My not parents specifically, my family in general gets the counter very dirty for some reason. I don't know why. The counter, like, it'll be clean one day, and then the next day it'll just be like covered in breadcrumbs somehow, and there'll be like, I don't know, milk spilled somewhere. There'll probably be like some melted marshmallow or something. I don't know how it happens. My family just somehow gets the counter dirty constantly. Wow. You're slowly building
Yeah.
your bouquet.
Yes.
So nice.
Mhm.
So yeah, I don't know if my parents really have a strong opinion on it. But yeah, we have a lot of chocolate now.
I
I
mean,
think
side hustle.
if you don't include the ones that I don't plan on giving to people, I think we
Mhm.
have like 70 bars of chocolate. And then I have like 45. No, no, because we've slowly been eating it. So then I have like 37 bars of chocolate that I don't plan on giving away. They're just existing on our refrigerator. Not even the garage refrigerator, just our main refrigerator.
Mm.
Garage refrigerator only has the chocolate that I plan on giving to people.
I'll bring you $1 for chocolate tomorrow.
Oh, you won't see me tomorrow because of the APEL exam. I won't be at
During
lunch.
lunch,
No, I won't be at lunch.
I'll see you before school.
Yeah.
Mhm. I'll
So what?
get it then.
You want me to bring chocolate before school tomorrow and give it to you before breakfast?
Yeah.
How do you plan on keeping it solid and not melting? Because it will melt at 77 degrees Fahrenheit.
Um, I'll just throughout the day.
If you say so. Do you want like more than one bar? Or do you just want one? I can bring
More
you
than
like
one, perhaps.
you just want one?
No.
Okay. Do you want like five?
Sure.
Okay. $5. Actually, just do 250. That's good enough for
250.
me. Yeah.
250.
250 for
Alright.
5 bars.
Alright.
Anyways, that basically sums up how I've been. Yeah, I've been
Mhm.
making a lot of chocolate. Oh yeah, on Saturday, I woke up at 4 in the morning to make a silicone mold. I only
Yes.
mention that because it says, like, yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing, is also talking about our sleep schedule. Is one of the things that we have, like, written down as something we could talk about. And, yeah, I woke up at 4 in the morning to make silicone molds.
We don't talk about my sleep schedule.
We don't talk about Izzy's sleep schedule, guys. But yeah, that sums
Yeah.
up how I've been doing, so your turn now.
Alright, let me finish this up real quick.
No.
But wow. Won't let me finish. Well, as you can see, I'm making flowers.
Flowers.
Flowers. Yeah, that pretty much sums up me. Also,
Izzy poor.
drama.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is this what you mentioned at lunch that you were gonna talk
Yes.
about? Okay. So you've been
Mhm.
waiting to say this all day.
Yes, I have.
All right.
Indeed, I have.
Proceed.
One of my best friends. Well, used to be best friends. Stopped talking to me because of a little boy I'm talking to.
Hmm.
I think you
That's
know
fine.
who.
Just said.
But
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Bye, Bird.
what?
Bird was in the chat and then said, "Peace the hell out."
Yeah.
Is Bird the person who stopped talking to you?
Yeah.
Hmm. So that's why she stopped showing up.
Yeah.
Hmm. Oh, my camera just went down.
Oh no.
Why?
Watch me get an angry message from her later.
No,
Oh
not
my.
my phone camera. Do not use that camera. Okay. That was weird. For some reason, I thought this camera was like covered or something and tried turning it off.
Mm. But yeah. Also, my ex is my number one best friend on my.
I
Like
was
we're
wondering if you were
besties.
gonna mention that.
We're besties on Snap. Ooh. I want to cry. That makes me want to cry. But
I'm besties with my crush on Snap.
I wish. I wish.
Okay.
But anyways, he doesn't even have Snap. So what am I saying?
Oh, I thought for a second I thought you meant your ex. I was like, how are you besties with your ex on Snapchat if he doesn't have Snapchat? Like, wait, what? But no, I understand what you mean now.
Yeah.
Talking about something else here.
Yup.
Yup.
Well, that's my drama.
What do I have for drama? First thing that comes to mind.
Police showed up.
Actually, okay, yeah, let's go over that first, actually. Not what I was going to say. But you know what? On Saturday, the robotics party, the cops were called.
Why were they called?
So, the real reason was that a couple of kids, like three kids, I think, were trying to destroy some of the benches at the park.
Like from robotics?
No, like just at the park. No, it wasn't any of our people. It was just three kids at the park. I don't know if they
Okay.
were related to people who are in robotics or if they were just at the park. But
Okay.
they were talking about it, and Angela was like, no, don't do that. And they were like, no, we're going to. And she was like, don't do it, I'll call the cops. And then they're like, yeah, we're going to. So then Angela called the cops, and they had a couple of cops come. Hold on one sec.
Dang.
All right, where was I? And my camera just broke again.
We were
Why?
talking. We
Why?
were
Why
talking.
are you like this? No, don't use that camera. This camera. All right, so where did I leave off?
We were like Angela called the cops on some kids.
Oh, yeah, so they're trying to break a bench, and she like, yeah, I called the cops, and it was a truck with two police officers, and I believe it also had a dog in the back. But at first, they were walking in me, Robert, Dave, and Josiah's direction. We're playing pickleball. Oh, and also Leo. But um, they were walking in our general direction. So Robert
Mhm.
like looked at me and went, "Oh no, Jason, the cops are here. They know what you did." So I said out loud when the cops were like 20, 30 feet away. Out loud, like not even quietly. Like straight out loud. "Oh no, they found out I put cocaine in the chocolate." Looking back, probably wasn't a good idea to say that out loud. It was fine. They either didn't hear me or didn't take me seriously. But looking back, probably shouldn't have said that anyways. So
That's a
yeah.
fun memory to look back on.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Nothing actually happened, so it was fine. But
They didn't like search you or anything.
no, they didn't even try. Like I said, they either didn't take me seriously or um didn't hear me at all.
Mm.
So before I get to the next part that I was going to talk about, Chad said, "I know I'm a bit late on the chocolate, but what's your favorite kind or brand?" So currently, my favorite kind or brand is actually mine. I spent, no joke, I've spent like 60 hours making chocolate, and I have made an amazing recipe. I love it. At first, when I first started making chocolate, it wasn't good. But I learned, I improved. My old
Yeah,
answer would be Twix. But now, I don't even like the chocolate that's on the outside of Twix. I would rather just have my chocolate
mm.
because I just think it's better. So that's my answer.
Um, mine. I'm not a huge candy person, but I really like Lindor chocolate.
What chocolate?
Lindor or something. It's like some French, I think. Like they're in those like little red
Oh,
packaging.
these. Okay, I thought this was what you were talking about, but I wanted to
Yeah,
confirm. Yeah, I know what these are.
I
I
like
don't know.
those.
I think those ones, I don't know, because they always have fillings, and those fillings are really dense. So I'm not
Yeah,
personally a huge fan, just for that reason. The fillings that you use are pretty dense.
yeah, but I like it.
Okay,
I like them.
I can respect that answer though.
Maybe it'll be yours once I try them.
Yeah, because you weren't at the robotics party, so you didn't get to try it. So
No, I
far,
was.
I've been told that they're addicting.
They're addicting. It's the
Hmm.
it's the cocaine.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like, maybe I did actually put cocaine in them. Hmm.
It's
Wait, should
cocaine.
we be talking about this while we're live? Wait, is this
Weird.
gonna get us marked for drugs intoxication or excessive tobacco use? Well, I mean, we're not using it, so.
Disclaimer: we do not do drugs.
Yes, disclaimer, I do not actually possess any cocaine. It is purely a joke.
Just
Um,
jokes.
so then what I was gonna say next is on the 25th, I'm going riding with Josiah. So
Yes.
that's huge. I'm already
Put
adding
that
to the counter.
counter.
Yep, I'm already adding. I knew you were gonna say it. I knew you were gonna say it. I already added one to the counter. It is now at 18.
18.
18. It's actually not that much when you
That's
think about it. Why? My camera just broke again.
for the
Why?
amount of podcasts that we've done. That is a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, just think about it for a second. Not even necessarily like Josiah. Just in general, think about it. Is it that surprising that
No.
that topic has came up that much?
No, it's not that shocking.
Mm, mm. I got my camera working again. It keeps on trying to connect to my phone. Should I just? I'm just gonna disconnect my phone temporarily
Yes.
because
You could do that.
I have a Windows and an Android, and you know what you can do with Android and Windows? You can connect them, and then you can see that your messages and stuff on your
You
computer.
can,
You know,
you can do that
really,
with
it's
Chromebooks.
really you can do that with Chromebooks, really? Hmm. Must be using a slightly different app.
I don't know. At least my new phone can do that.
Hmm. Oh, Bird's typing in Snapchat. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Okay, Bird is no longer typing. Oh my god.
What?
Bird just let our Snapchat streak die.
Oh, I thought
Like it just died. Our 24-day
birds sent me
streak.
snap.
Wait, pineapple on pizza. Okay. I was confused. Chad just said, like, yes or no, but there's emojis before it. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no, Izzy?
Hold on, I'm reading a message.
My answer is no. It's not because I'm against pineapple on pizza. It's because most of the pineapple you find on pizza, like if you go to a restaurant and get pineapple on pizza, it will always be canned pineapple. If it was fresh pineapple, like you just freshly cut it, I could maybe get behind that. Maybe. If it's freshly cut pineapple. But it is always on a can. That's the problem. Also, Chad, you do not have to be quiet. We love viewer interaction.
Yes, we do.
We embrace that here. Anyways, what's your answer to that? Pineapple on pizza.
I personally like it. You can call me crazy for it all you want, but it's pretty good.
I'm against it because it's always from a can. I could maybe get behind it if it wasn't from a can, but it
So
never is.
if I made pizza, at my house, you came over, you would eat pineapple on pizza if we didn't have it from a can.
I'd try
Like,
it,
all right,
but if it's canned pineapple, I'm not touching that. Like I don't even want to touch it, bro.
you don't even want to touch it.
I
You don't
don't
even
even
want
want to touch
to see
it.
it.
Canned pineapple is disgusting.
Not even if you like put it in like ham. Like, have you ever made ham with like pineapple?
With fresh pineapple. We've done it with fresh pineapple. Not from the can, because canned pineapple is disgusting. Chad said that they like pineapple on pizza, but they hate how people say fruit doesn't belong on pizza, and then proceed to eat tomato sauce. Which,
There's a point there. There's a point there.
he's not wrong, you know?
He's not wrong.
Because tomatoes are a fruit.
Yep,
But they're not
exactly.
commonly accepted as a fruit, to be fair. So, kind of depends who you're talking to, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, any other drama?
Um. Well, there's just newfound drama right now.
Oh, okay.
From said message.
Okay.
Um. Yeah. I'll talk about it after the podcast.
Okay, so no new drama then.
No
Because
public.
I meant for the stream, Izzy. There's a lot of things we can't talk about on the stream.
There's a lot.
Bird
What?
just okay. Bird, I know you hear this. I am sending this to Izzy. I am not. I'm just taking a screenshot of that. I am not. If you don't want me to, I won't send it. Okay, fine. I won't send it to her. Never mind.
What?
Never mind. I won't. I was going to just because it's funny of how she was responding to what we're saying, but I won't because she doesn't want me to, and I can respect that.
Look at my bouquet so far.
Nice. Okay. Oh my yap!
Is it from Bird?
Yes.
Yeah, Bird sent me a Yap Fest too.
Ouch. Okay, you didn't have to add that at the very end, Bird. The heck? Um, Interdesting.
What did you just say?
Interdesting?
What is that? What?
Interdesting. You could ask Aiden, it's kind of my thing.
Interdest?
Not that specifically, but sure.
What does what?
You're overthinking it a lot, trust me. Did my mouse just die as we speak? No. It's just getting old. Okay, Bird, that is not what I meant by when I said that. My apologies. Anyways, are you ready for the next section, Izzy?
Yes, I am actually.
I'm only just now seeing this. Chad said, regarding the pineapple on pizza and like tomatoes being a fruit. He said, I have been called many names. Wrong has not been one of them.
Yes, you have been called wrong before. I can confirm that.
I was talking about, that's what Chad said, not me.
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
do you know that Chad has been wrong?
Yes.
Okay, Chad, I think Izzy might be holding something against you, actually. Best watch out.
Who knows?
Oh my god, 6 viewers! I think that's our new
Ah,
high. That's crazy. Let's go. Alright, first question. What does happiness mean to you?
what does happiness mean to me? It means being content with life and enjoying the little things and not letting the negative get in the way.
Okay. Um, I guess happiness for me is just like doing stuff that I love, like I enjoy doing, and that I don't know. I guess that's kind of the best way to word it. I There is a different way I could word it, but not on stream. Next question. If you could relive one day from your past, what would it be? March 29th, 2025. I would have done it a little bit differently, but I'm not mad with how it ended anyways, so it's chill. Is he?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. I'll just talk to chat while I'm waiting for you then. Chad said that he was trying to be mysterious. Chad, you don't get to be mysterious here. We're all
No,
friends.
only
We're all
that's
talking.
my job. I'm the mysterious one.
Yeah, Chad, you don't get to be mysterious here.
No, it's my job. But no, I, I think it would be going to my first powwow.
First, what?
Powwow.
What?
Powwow. It's a like Native American celebration party get together thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you don't have a necessarily specific day, but an event. See, I have the date. I have the date. Actually, there's a lot of days that I would do differently, but that's probably the biggest one. All right, the next question. If you had to switch lives with someone for a week, who would it be? It's kind of a tough one, to be honest,
Yeah.
because I kind of like myself. Um, I guess Josiah. I'll see if anybody's bullying him and then put them into place.
Yes. Do that.
Adding to the counter.
Um, if I had to switch plates lives with anyone, it'd probably be um Jason.
What? Okay.
I'll take that. A what is it? A push or 8 pelt test?
the APL test tomorrow? Yeah, you probably don't want to switch with me for that.
No, I will.
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. You want to sit in a dead silent room for over 3 hours writing
Yep.
essays?
Yes, I will do that.
Why would you willingly do that? Also,
Because I
Chad
love
said
writing.
essays. Chad
Yes.
said, at least I can be tall. Really my only good feature. Chad, I'm sure you have other good features. I bet you're a really nice guy. Or a girl, but probably guy because your name is Chad. I bet you have other very nice features, Chad. Alright, next question. Oh my god, such an easy answer for me. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Confess to my crush. Kind of question is that?
Hmm. I would go storm the cap. I'm just kidding. All jokes. All jokes. I swear. Kinda. Um.
It's giving 2020 flashbacks. Molotovs being thrown at the White House.
Oh my god. But one thing I would do if I wasn't afraid. Honestly,
Oh, what was that? I just heard that we got a follower.
ooh,
Oh, I can't read that
ooh,
on here. Hold on, I'm going back to Twitch. Thank you, Turner21412 for the follow. Woo!
woo!
10 followers. Yeah. Oh, hey, that fixed the follower counter because it still says 10 out of 50 even though we now actually have 10. So it's fixed now. Thank you, Turner. I don't know what
Thank
Chad
you.
I don't know what Chad meant by this, but he said ask Izzy. Also, I'm male. I don't know what he wants me to ask you.
Ask
Bird
me.
said that if she wasn't afraid, she'd like to actually talk because she can't do it for poop.
Oh
What was your answer again? I remember your joke answer of raiding the White House.
no, I said raiding the capital.
Capital. That's your final answer?
Yes.
Oh no, guys.
Yeah.
Um, guys.
Guys, it's fine. I'm okay. I'm not gonna raid the capital. Don't worry.
This is an interesting question. If you could ask your future self one question, what would it be?
Did we make it? Are we canceled?
How many followers does the podcast have?
Did we get
Um,
canceled on Twitter?
you don't even have Twitter. I don't even have Twitter, like on my phone. Actually, it's X.
Actually, I don't give.
Um,
Guys,
I
these
don't.
flowers see my mental health so much.
Wait, what about your mental health?
These flowers.
Oh,
I
okay.
wow.
Congratulations. Chat, read chat. What is going? Oh, oh, wait, what? Well, who's calling?
You have your
Mr.
raids off.
We have raids off?
Yeah.
Excuse me? How do I turn them on? We're all coming from the same stream of your raids off. What? Alerts? As in my alerts? What? How do I turn them on? Create alert box for raids?
Jason really wants to be raided now.
Well, no, it's not that, but we got raided by somebody and I didn't see it. That's the problem. It's not that I want to be raided. I mean, being raided is nice because then it's more viewers, but like, somebody was trying to raid you but said he couldn't because of your settings. What? Stream. How do I turn them on? Raid. Allow raids from the channels that meet your requires. Minimum amount of viewers, 1. Maximum amount of viewers, no maximum. Minimum account age in days. So the person must have not had their account for long enough. I'll set it to 0, I guess. Maybe that was the problem. Never mind, it can't be below 30. I don't know why they weren't able to. This says that anybody's allowed to. This says that anybody's allowed to. Unless their channel is younger than 30 days. I don't know. This is telling me that they could if they want to. Oh wow, we have 8 viewers now. New high. Whoa.
Hi!
Whoa. All right, I don't think I ever actually answered the question. If I could answer my future self one, if I could ask my future self one question, it would probably be if I did it. It has nothing to do with the podcast, but that's probably what I'd ask. I don't really want to elaborate though. I'm sure people could guess, but besides the point. Izzy?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What?
Didn't answer your question. The question.
What question? Hold up.
If
I
you could
got
ask
sidetracked.
if you could ask your future self one question, what would it be?
Um, did we make a difference?
Good one.
Yep. So that's fine.
All right. Next question. What's a habit you wish you could break? Being nervous around my crush specifically.
That's a good one. I think for me, um, it's overthinking everything.
That's also a really good one.
Yeah.
What would your autobiography be titled?
Train wreck.
I was trying to think of something a little bit better than just dumpster fire, because that's what I would say. But I was trying to think of something a little bit better. Dumpster fire is an easy one for me to go for, because honestly, it's pretty true. Um, yeah, I guess we'll just go with that. I can't think of one on the top of my head, and I don't want to linger on this question for too long.
Oh,
The next
mine
question.
was.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind. You go.
that was a joke. That was a joke. Mine would probably be
Okay,
the bright side.
the bright side.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Yeah, I can't think of a better one on the top of my head, so I'm just leave it at dumpster fire. The next question is, what's your most canceled opinion? Canceled opinion. See, I have a lot of controversial opinions, but I don't know if any of them would actually get canceled.
Mine would.
Oh, this is actually even a good idea to be talking about on stream.
I think it is though.
I don't, I can't, I don't think any of mine would actually get canceled
Mine would. In this world, mine would.
in this economy. A
In this economy.
birthday in this economy.
Alberta.
Oh no. Chad said, I'm
What?
not going to answer this. My canceled opinion is pretty bad. And Turner, our most recent follower, said, I wouldn't. Okay, let's skip this question.
Fine, I'll say mine.
Oh, okay, you
I'll say
go.
mine.
You
I'll say
go.
mine. I'll say mine. You don't have to, but I'll say mine. Abortion should be illegal.
Is that really a cancelable opinion, though?
It is. It is.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's your fault if the stream gets taken off YouTube, then. I'm not worried about it being taken off Twitch. There's much worse things on Twitch.
Yeah.
What's a lie you've told that haunts you or makes you laugh?
Ooh.
What's a good one? I'm trying to think of like one of the funny like lies that I've told in the past. I'm trying to think of one. Nice bouquet, Izzy.
We're still
Good
not
job.
done.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Anyways,
Um, oh man, what is it? A good one that I still laugh about. Um, hmm. Do you have one on the top of your head?
um, no, I
Hmm.
don't.
I don't really have any lies that haunt me, to be honest. Like,
I
especially for the last like
do
year.
actually. I do.
Especially for the last year, I've tried to be a pretty honest person, and I think I've done a pretty good job on it.
I have one that haunts me.
Okay, what is it?
At Girl Scout camp, I snuck out of the cabin at 1
Oh,
a.m.
oh.
Nope, that's not it. A boy drove half an hour to the campsite, parked his car by the rest, and oh god, and then we hung out, we cuddled a little bit. So yeah,
And that's a lie? How exactly? Did you say that you
because
didn't sneak out or
yeah,
something?
yeah, and I was asked, "Hey, was someone outside last night?" No, because I accidentally
No.
triggered the light. The light is like motion censored.
Ah,
I accidentally triggered it when I was getting out.
should have climbed out the window.
I couldn't though. It was on like it had 2 floors.
Come on, use your upper body strength to do a pull-up. Pull yourself over the window. I
It's
don't
the
know how you're
window.
gonna get back in. If you can't reach the ledge, then I don't know how you're gonna get back in, but you know,
It is what it is. It
I don't
is
know.
what
I
it
can't
is.
think of any lies that really haunt me. And I can't think of one on the top of my head that makes me laugh either.
Mm,
'Cause I don't really tell that many lies. And when I do, they're just like tiny white lies. So they don't really haunt me. And none of them are really that funny either, so eh,
mm.
I can't really think of one. The next question, what's something you'll never understand?
Men.
Cheating on someone.
Ooh,
That
that's
I
a
will
good
never
one.
understand.
That's a
If
good
you're
one.
dating somebody and you love them, why would you cheat on them? Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If you don't want to be with them, just break up with them, dude. Come on.
Exactly. Another thing I won't understand is hold up. Why that's another cancelable opinion. But I will never understand why people nowadays only date for bodies. Because like the conversations I've heard from like especially guys in school, they're like, I really want to break up with
Oh.
him. He's hot and stuff. I'm like, I'm sitting there like, what?
Yeah, I try not to think about relationships at our school because I've like overheard some of them, and oh my God, some of them are so toxic relationships. Like, dude, like most of them are like juniors and seniors in our school. Some of them are from
Mhm.
the other fellow sophomores though, and it's like, oh my God, what? Like, why are you like this?
Why are you still together? Why?
Also, I
It
think I think this was relating to what you were just saying about the Girl Scouts thing. Mr. Brave Llama said, drove 30 minutes just to cuddle. Personally, I would drive 30 minutes to cuddle with my crush. Just saying.
See, Jason gets it.
I'd
Jason gets
actually
it.
drive a lot further than 30 minutes, actually. I'd drive further than 30 minutes. But that's beside the point. They
But
also
not only
said,
that, but we're like in the middle of the woods. Like commitments.
honestly, I'll get the ATV out.
Get the ATV.
Llama also said they will never understand Minecraft Llama. Chad said that they'll never understand why they'll be happy 1 second and the next they'll be overthinking their life choices.
Real though, that's me.
Chad also said, I realize now I cannot delete messages. No, you cannot. Regret your choices.
Regret your choices.
Llama also said that they never understand why people have to be so rude for no reason. I agree. I don't see the point in
That's
being rude. I don't
that's
get it.
valid.
We're all humans, guys. Just be nice.
Yeah, yeah, Robert.
Poor Robert.
Not poor Robert. He's a
He's not even
bully.
here.
I know, but still,
He's not
he
that
bullies.
bad.
He actually bullies me during astronomy. Like it's worse during
Oh, I
astronomy.
guess I don't know what happens during astronomy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know about that. James is pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'd willingly beat him up, honestly. Expel
Me
me.
too.
I don't care. You want to go to North
Put me
Branch with
in
me?
handcuffs. Put me in handcuffs for harassment. Put me in handcuffs for assault. I don't
Ooh!
care.
Llama just asked a question I would love to answer because it's relating to chocolate. Do I temper my chocolate? So, basically, no. Oh, hold up. I need to ban this person. Respectfully, we'll
Who's
get
that?
our viewers the right way. I'm not buying viewers. Get out of here.
Get out.
Right. So, I do not temper my chocolate. However, I'm trying to get my hands on cacao butter. And once I do get my hands on cacao butter, then I will be tempering my chocolate. So, yes, but soon. Or, no, but soon, yes. Flipped it around in my head for a second. I will be tempering my chocolate soon. That's the plan. Until then, I just have 70 bars of untempered chocolate. They exist. Alright. Tempering chocolate will help the melting point. Yeah, so it won't melt in here. I do know that. I have done like 20 plus hours researching chocolate. I know that it helps the melting point. It also technically makes it a little bit more shiny. And I think it does make it arguably a little bit stronger. But I know that it helps the melting point. That is the goal. They've also made a lot of chocolate. Nice! I can respect that. So, the thing is, I'm currently using coconut. I see your bouquet, Izzy.
No, I want to chat.
I'm
I want to
currently
really chat.
using coconut oil for my chocolate because Walmart doesn't carry cacao butter on hand. You can only find it online. I mean, I guess you could probably find cacao butter in like lotions and stuff at Walmart. Not food grade cacao butter. Not something I can use. But I'm trying to get my hands on cacao butter. It's something I'm trying to do because I would
Fine.
love to have chocolate that doesn't
Unethical.
melt the second you touch it. What was that, Izzy?
To be unethical for once.
What would be unethical?
To use cacao butter from lotions.
No, it wouldn't be unethical. It would be disgusting. Um, I don't think I do. I'm gonna Google what that is just to double check. No, I do not use any animal fats in my chocolates. I use coconut oil as
Are
the
you?
oil.
Is it vegan then?
Um, I I mean the answer is no, but it wouldn't take that much effort for me to make it vegan. So like I could make it vegan. It isn't the way I'm currently doing it. It's not fat. It's from
Mm.
sunflower seeds and stuff that helps combine the fat with the cocoa. I do not use it. No, I didn't even know what it was until this brought up. When I googled it, it says it's a generic term used to designate any group of yellow brownish fatty substances occurring in animal and plant tissues. So yeah, no, I have no idea what that is. I don't use it currently. Yeah, I've never heard of it in my 20 plus hours of researching chocolate. Never heard of it. I'm more so focusing on the taste. So I haven't really done research on that kind of stuff of how to mix it. I mean, I have done research on how to mix it, but it's not like modern day ways of mixing it. I do it in like old fashioned ways of making chocolate. I do it old fashioned. Like I'm not even kidding. Multiple of my research, like I probably spent a couple hours of research watching VHS tapes
What?
that are like super old. Like I'm not even kidding. Because you can find like people who literally just set up their phone and record a VHS tape that might be from like the 1980s, and they will record the VHS tape and then upload it to YouTube. And a decent amount of my research is from that. Like not all of it, but a decent amount. My chocolate is old fashioned. Anyways, the next question now, since we've been talking about chocolate for a little bit. If time and money weren't an issue, how would you spend your life? Well, first of all, we'll probably confess to my crush first. And then after that, probably move to Germany.
Why Germany?
Because Germany. As long as they don't start another world war. Then I might be cooked. But now they're in NATO, right? I'm
I
like
think so.
90% sure. I'm gonna double check. Is Germany bad for you? Brother, what? It's a country. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I would have been surprised if it wasn't. So yeah, probably confess to my crush first. Move to Germany. Get
Who said
a nice house on like a ranch or something. I don't know. And then probably just start making chocolate on a large scale, shipping it across the world. Basically become Willy Wonka. That's my answer.
um what I would do is um travel the world, honestly. Just
Yeah,
see as much as I can.
yeah. That was my
Experiences.
secondary choice to move rather than moving to Germany, just traveling the world. But there's some
Hmm.
dark places of the world. That being said, if money wasn't an issue, with enough money, you can make anywhere in the world safe if you hire enough bodyguards, Then you can
Real.
make anywhere in the world safe. So I guess if money isn't an issue, just hire the United States military to follow you around.
Yeah.
You could just like go online, like find like 20 United States like military veterans. Just hire like 20 of them to travel the world with you and protect you wherever you go. It'd be expensive. Actually, maybe it
Yeah.
wouldn't. Maybe it wouldn't if you're paying for their rooms and stuff. I mean, it would be expensive to pay for their rooms, but I bet they wouldn't demand that much pay. It's like, wait, you're telling me I get to follow you around the world and you're paying for my housing and food? Like, yes. I bet they wouldn't demand that much of a paycheck if you're paying for their room and board.
Yeah. Jason.
What?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so Lama said I would move to Hawaii full time. I just have the money to be there all year, and then they'd pay Izzy to come too. You're going to Hawaii
Wait,
with Llama.
I'm going to Hawaii with Llama?
Yeah, Mr. Brave
I
Llama.
think I think Llama has a crush on me.
W Riz, W Riz.
He is.
And then Chad said I'd be simple, move west, like Appalachia, and then open my own bakery. That's so real. Not too
Mhm.
far off of what I would do. Not close, but not too far off either. If you could erase one moment in history, would you? Okay, kind of a hot take. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't erase anything from history. Not a single thing. I
I
think
would.
everything happened for a reason.
I would erase something.
Want to be more specific?
Um, I would erase the day that I'd probably erase the day that I found out that my dad and brother died.
Mm. I was thinking of it on more of a global scale.
Not me.
Not personal. Although if it wasn't a personal scale, I'd still say no. Because it got me where I am today. So, yeah.
That's true.
Next question. What's something random you're really passionate about? Making chocolate. So your answer is what you're doing right now, and my answer is what I was doing literally 10 minutes before the podcast. All right.
What color do I need more of?
Hold on, what?
Blue.
Llama said, does it have to be documented history? Photography. You would erase photography?
Why?
Like all of photography? And then Chad said baking. No, the thing I love. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes way more sense. I was like, you would erase photography? Okay, that makes more sense. You're passionate about photography. Chad's passionate about baking. All right, that makes more sense. See, I can relate
Yeah.
to Chad. I literally made 2 pies on, like Friday night, just for the robotics party.
Oh yeah.
Okay, next question. What's a fun fact about you most people don't know? I'm colorblind. Also left-handed. Josiah didn't know I was left-handed until Saturday when we were playing pickleball.
No,
He was like, "Wait, you're left-handed?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm special."
that's
Oh,
special.
Llama's dyslexic.
Oh.
Okay, good to know.
Um, I'm ambidextrous.
I'm also ambidextrous because our world doesn't like left-handed people.
Nope,
So
they
now
do
I
not.
now I now I just do both. I mean, I don't write very well right-handed. I physically can. It just
Hmm.
doesn't look. It's not that well. It's not great handwriting, but I can. But anything else other than handwriting, I can do right-handed just fine.
Yeah,
Anything else.
same.
Handwriting,
Like,
I can do it right-handed, but I will admit it doesn't look that good because I haven't really practiced it. Because at a certain point, I was like, you know what, if somebody actually wants to come at me for being left-handed, like, you know what, you go for it, bro. See where that gets you.
well, back in the day, they consider you a witch.
Back in my day.
Back.
Well, you know, if you go even further back than that, they would actually consider you combat masters because they biogenetically trained people to be left-handed to have an upper hand in combat. Llama's a righty, but they play tennis lefty. Specifically tennis. Interesting fun fact.
Hmm.
Okay, next question. What's a trend you secretly love? Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
I
That's
I
dead, Jason.
I
Jason, that's
know,
dead.
but like I still find it funny. Even though like it sucks if you work at the cinema and you have to clean up all that popcorn. Like yeah, that sucks. But it's pretty funny. Chicken jockey.
Chicken
There's been a
jockey.
lot of pretty funny like animations of it too.
Hmm. One trend I secretly love is um. I don't really like trends, honestly.
Oh,
Yeah,
is that your answer?
yeah. I just don't like trends.
So, Chad said Uganda knuckles.
What?
Do you know the way? What a throwback. Do you know the way? Do you
That
know
is
the
really
way? Low key kind of forgot about that until now. Thank you, Chad. Ooh, this question kind of gets me thinking here. Who's somebody you owe an apology to?
myself.
Honestly, not a terrible answer.
I owe a huge apology to myself.
I feel like there's a couple people that I could say. Hmm. Mine are a little bit too personal to share. Because I feel like if I said who I'm thinking of, or any of the people I'm thinking of, I'd have to explain it, and it gets way too personal, way too fast. Like, way too personal. Oh my
And
god.
I owe an apology to someone who is potentially watching the podcast right now.
Hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Llama needs to apologize to their best friend because they had a fight with him and now they won't talk to him. Okay. Good luck.
Oh, I'm in the same boat. Don't worry.
Llama, go do your apology right now, Llama.
Mama, come on. We'll be your emotional support.
Chad said apology semicolon to quote personal question mark. I don't know. I I feel like I'd have to explain myself and
Hmm.
it gets too personal too fast. I have a really good answer for this next question. What's something you wish people would stop asking you? What color is this? Literally about to throw hands with James, I swear to God. About to
Hmm.
throw hands. You know, he's wearing glasses too. You know, just saying, glasses are a huge weakness.
Glasses are a huge weakness.
Just
TBH.
saying, you know, they're pretty fragile. Last I checked, glasses are pretty fragile.
Just saying. I could blind you. But
Broken glass is pretty sharp.
pretty sure. But I think the question that I wish people would stop asking me is if I am Latina.
I didn't even know that you got asked that question a lot until a couple weeks ago when you first told me.
Yes, people thinking I'm Latina.
Yeah, I didn't know
Like,
that was a question you got asked a lot.
especially in the summertime when I'm tan.
Hmm.
Well, like, are you Latina? Like, brother.
That's it, just brother.
Just brother.
Brother!
What's up, brother?
What's up, brothers? Okay, next question. What's a hot take about relationships? You're the one who wrote this, I think. I assume
Yep,
you meant what's your hot take about
yep.
relationships, not a hot take. Going to correct that. So I kind of already said this one earlier, but it's mainly like communication for me. Like, I feel like people don't communicate enough because I've seen a lot of things online. Okay, my camera seems staticky. Whatever. It looks fine on the stream. Um, it's mainly about that I don't think people communicate enough because I've heard a lot of like relationships online or like on Reddit or even in our school where people are
Mm-hmm.
keeping secrets. I don't I don't get it.
I don't get it
Like,
either.
why would you keep any secrets, actually? Just any at all. Like a single one.
I don't get it either.
Like, I don't get it. I'm already, like, struggling just to not tell my crush how I feel. Because, like, the timing isn't right, and I can tell that, which is why I haven't said anything yet. But, like, it physically pains me just to keep that one secret.
Mhm.
Just that once. I don't understand that people don't communicate that much in their relationships.
Yeah, it bothers me too. I don't know.
So what's your hot take?
My hot take is, why are guys so nonchalant in relationships nowadays? I hate that.
Honestly, can't relate. I mean, I guess I haven't been in a relationship yet, but I can think of how I'm going to act in it, like how I would in different situations, and I don't know.
I
Probably wouldn't be. I don't know. Maybe somebody else would describe it that way. I guess I don't know.
but I just I hate when they are just like, I don't care or whatever.
Mm,
Like, I just want to talk to you. I just want to have a meaningful conversation with you. What do you
that's
mean
so
you care?
relatable. That's so relatable. Just like, no, talk. I just want to have a conversation. That's so real. Although in my situation, I know she's not doing it on purpose because she's said that she doesn't do it on purpose. But still, I can relate to that. Like, no, I just want to have a conversation.
Talk to me.
Llama is asking why I won't ask out my crush. It's complicated. It's surprisingly complicated once you look into it. I'm not going to explain it on stream. Izzy knows what I'm talking about. It is extremely complicated once you start thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
At a very first glance, it doesn't seem complicated. But with a
But it,
couple of details, some minor details, it becomes extremely complicated very fast. It's quite the snowball effect.
yep.
Next
But
question. Oh, wait, were you gonna say something?
nope.
Oh, okay. Next question. What's your biggest ick? I mean, like I was just talking about not communicating. Really weird. But politics are always one that really annoy me. I feel like politics isn't something you should talk about when you're getting to know somebody. If you're already in like a relationship with them, then maybe. But like when you're getting to know somebody, politics should be one of the topics you do your best to avoid.
Yeah, I agree with that. My biggest ick is nonchalant guys. I hate them.
Yeah, pretty similar to our last question.
I hate it.
Chad, I read your last the message you're talking about. I read it. I just didn't read it out loud. I read it though, Chad. Don't worry. Here for you, buddy.
Oh no, is he going through a hard time?
I don't want to say it out loud because he said that he's glad that I didn't read it out loud. The next question is, have you ever faked liking something just to fit in?
Yes.
Mm, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Uh,
I try to be a bit more myself. Oh, okay. Chad said go ahead and say it. Okay. Chad said for the relationship hot take one that, quote, I don't deserve them. I get to press too far in and push them away and think that I'm the problem. That's what he said for his hot take.
um,
He's going through something. We're always here for you, Chad.
we're always here. Every day at 9 p.m.
Mama said, aren't we all?
Yeah,
I assume
that's
he's
true.
referencing going through something. That's pretty real, actually.
Yeah, we all are fighting our inner thoughts.
Okay, that was our second page, so it's about time for us to go on to the next topic. Oh wait, I just realized we were not supposed to do that yet. We were supposed to do these two first, so we're doing this out of order, but that's fine.
That's
Probably
fine.
should have been looking at this rather than just going off the top of my head, but whatever. We're doing stuff out of order today. Let's do 20 questions next.
20 questions.
Do you want to go first or should I go first?
I can go first this time.
Okay.
Alright, I got it.
Okay. Should I have pen and paper?
Quick little thing. I finished all the flowers.
Woo!
Yes.
All right. First question. Can it fit, like, can you hold it in your hand easily? Like, is it smaller than the palm of your hand?
Kind of. Well, I can easily
Kind
fit it in
of,
my hand.
but it's not smaller than your palm.
Yes.
Okay. Um, is it a solid?
Yes.
Okay. Is it flexible?
Potentially.
Potentially. Does it weigh less than 10 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta write some stuff down really quick. Okay. Does it have text?
Yes.
Text, okay. Um, is it related to marketing?
Could be.
Could be. Okay. Could be related to marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it hold something?
Does it hold something? No.
Does not hold something. Okay. Um, do you typically set something on top of it?
No.
Didn't think so. All right, I have one more question before I can make my first guess. Um, so it can be related to marketing. It has text, potentially flexible,
Mm-hmm.
less than 10 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's another question I could ask to make this easier? I might already know what it is, but it's probably not that if I'm being realistic. Um, potentially flexible. Mm, would you say you can find this at a gas station?
No.
Not at a gas station. Okay. My first guess. Wait, no, there's no way you would pick that actually. Whatever. Is it a book?
No.
Didn't think so. Way too easy of a guess. So it has text, could be related to marketing, potentially flexible, less than 10 pounds. Does not. It's not found in a gas station. Um, would you say your average person owns one of these?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Average person owns one. Would you say I own one?
Yes.
Okay. It's not a book. Is it related to healthcare?
No.
Not related to healthcare. Okay. Is it related to school?
Potentially.
Potentially. I don't like your potentially ones because they don't help me like at all. Could be related to school. Um, now potentially flexible is kind of throwing me off. You'd say that I own one. Has tax potential flexible less than 10 pounds. And if the one in your palm, you said it's like it would easily fit in your hand, but it's not smaller than your palm. That's also a weird one. Could be related to school. Could you use it for some sort of sport or like physical activity?
No.
No. Okay. I was kind of
I'm gonna
thinking
have
about.
to go soon.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Um,
Try and hurry up here. Um, Not related to healthcare. Would you keep it in a bathroom?
no.
No. Would you keep it in a kitchen?
No.
No. Okay. I'm a little lost here. You said it could be related to school. Should I be looking through my backpack right now?
No.
No, that wasn't actually a question. I'm already looking through my backpack. Do you write in it?
No.
No. Okay, so it's not a notebook. Um, I only have two more questions. Doesn't hold something. That could fit in your hand. Could have text. Potentially flexible. Potentially related to school. Potentially related to marketing. Is it? Hmm. Hmm. Does it use or produce some sort of energy?
No.
Okay.
I at least don't
Um,
think so.
what's that supposed to mean? Um, I only have one question left. Could you make one of these easily at home?
No.
No. Oh, brother, I am completely lost. Um, is it a folder?
No.
Damn. What was it?
Tape.
Tape.
Roll tape.
Yeah, I guess you could see how that's related to school. How could that potentially be related to marketing?
Because like you use it to like make posters and stuff.
You use tape to make posters? The posters
Yeah.
themselves?
Mhm. For marketing.
I don't see how you use tape for that. I mean, I see how you could use tape to put up the poster, but not actually create the poster. And should I pick an object, or do you want to end the stream, the podcast?
I have to like go.
All right, so we're ending the podcast there.
Mm.
I am to the logos on the tape, Superman, duct tape, okay. Well, thanks for everybody tuning in. Oh, I totally just broke this pen. Hit it on the table a little too hard.
Oh no.
Fixed it. All right. Well,
Okay. I'll
that's it.
see you at
That was a
school tomorrow.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy stream. Pretty,
Crazy.
pretty crazy podcast. I was crazy once.
They locked me in a room.
A rubber room.
A rubber room with flowers.
The flowers tainted my chocolate. Should have put them in the Ziploc bag. Yep, good night to everybody watching. It was a
Good
great
night.
stream. Thank you for all you interacting in the chat. Much obliged. Bye 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 bye.